things like that. But hello and welcome to a bit of a surprise video, I guess, because I'm working on a top 10 for Terraria, but see, I haven't really had time to work on it that much due to parents being home and not being able to record and stuff like that. So I thought I'd just give you a video to know I'm still alive, and I guess I'll just show you my loadout. Now this is basically just a spur of the moment video I'm doing just to tide people over, because you all care so much about my Terraria loadout. But in any case, I have two main characters. This one is my mage base character, and then my other one is just a combination of melee, ranged, magic, just anything goes. But for this one, first off, I have Mythical Magic Dagger, highest tier prefix on the Magic Dagger, and I use it to kill pretty much anything, A because it's so fast, and B because it uses so low mana and it pierces enemies. So it's a pretty handy go-to weapon. Also, it's fun to try to like snipe shot. Like, damn it. Come on. Come on. There we go. So there you go. Magic Dagger. Now second is Masterful Magnet Spear. And this is the highest prefix on the Magnet Spear as well. And amazingly enough, I found it in the dungeon with this prefix, so that was a bit of a surprise. Basically, I can't demonstrate here because there aren't any enemies, but you throw it out, and then it shoots 7 beams per second, I think, which is really useful when doing with mobs of enemies during, say, Solar Eclipse or Goblin Army, and it's also useful for defeating bosses. Now, the third thing is Masterful Golden Shower, which I'm pretty sure is a urination joke, but in any case, lowers defense on hit. I think it means you do 10 extra damage, so it's really useful against bosses or mini bosses. And then fourth is Masterful Crystal Storm, which I used to use a lot, but honestly it consumes a lot of mana and it doesn't pierce enemies, so I don't really use it that much anymore, but still very handy to have around. And then my fifth and final weapon is Mystical Magic Harp, or Mystic Magic Harp, and basically it shoots out notes which pierce enemies and bounce off walls, which I'll demonstrate here. Knock, 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 bitch. So yeah, and if you bring your cursor like really close, the notes will go really slow, which is good for groups of enemies. But if there's one enemy, then you can move it as far as to the opposite screen as you can, and it basically just rains hell. And then everything else is basically just demonic Drax, chop, 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 godly molten ham axe, chop, 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 murderous pwn hammer, bang, 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 torches, fun, and magic mirror. So that's pretty much it for my hotbar. Now, what I contain in the rest of my inventory: standards, glow sticks, shadow key, golden key, eater's bone. This is interesting because I got it on my first Eater Worlds kill, and the drop rate's pretty low. But it summons the beautiful baby eater you see right here that's always in my videos. All one of them. And honestly, I think it's one of the cutest pets, despite it being supposed to be absolutely terrifying. And then Web Slinger, which I love because you can just shoot out 8 different grappling hooks at once, which is the most excessive thing I've ever seen in my life. Then you have greater healing potions, great amount of potions, Clantimator for destroying the corruption because I utterly hate the corruption. Unreal Grenade Launcher, even though I don't main range, this is still really powerful and I love using it in the dungeon when there's a bunch of enemies grouped up together. Then Murderous Nimbus Rod, which I used to use against the Destroyer, and now I don't need to, but I still like it, because, it just literally rains hell upon people. For, I forget how long, I think it's a long time, but yeah, I'm killing birds with this, so sue me. Next up, Legendary Death Sickle, which I actually just got half an hour ago during a solar eclipse. Even though it's melee, I like using it because it can pierce walls, so it's really useful against, say, if you're in the dungeon, low on health, trap yourself in, you can basically just spam this, and enemies die. Unless it's those stupid mages. God, I hate those mages. Mythical Staff of the Frost Hydra, I kinda cheated for this one. I used Terraria Viewer to add to my inventory when I was starting hard mode, because, well, not even starting hard mode, when I was just having trouble with the destroyer. I thought this would actually do some damage, but it only shoots one beam at a time at a really slow rate. But it's really, really cool though. Then Lizard Power Cell for being the golem, just there because I'm too lazy to go back and actually beat the golem. Spectre Mask. Now, 1.2.3 just got updated about 2 days ago, and when they split off the Spectre Hood into Spectre Mask and Spectre Hood, I got really pissed because, well, we'll get to this in a second. But Spectre Mask increases maximum mana by 60 and reduces mana usage by 13%, while also having 5% increased magic damage, critical strike chance, and 18 defense. And as a set bonus, magic damage done will hurt extra enemies nearby, which is kind of useful in groups, but I've really not found it that useful. And then I just got this literally right after a solar eclipse. Oh, by Frost Dragon. Anyways, I just got this after solar eclipse. I went to beat the golem twice. This was the first drop he gave me, and I just keep it because it's pretty much my most powerful weapon, tying with the grenade launcher. And mushroom, don't need that. Anyways, don't the inventory. Now for my armor, vanity, stuff like that. All my dye is rainbow. Well, for the clothes, dye is rainbow. For the accessories, it's intense rainbow. Because gay pride and all that. No. Well, I am a supporter of that, but I just use it because rainbow looks really cool. And for my vanity, I have Molten Helmet, Glorified Plate Mail, and Glorified Greaves, which honestly looks really good together. I used to use all of the Molten set in the social, but I discovered that Glorified works really well with the rainbow pattern. And then my armor, Spectre Hood, and Spectre Robe, and Spectre Pants. The robe and pants are good, because pants, 8% increased magic damage, 8% increased movement speed. The robe, 7% increased magic damage and critical strike chance. But then the hood. This used to have the attributes of the mask, so maximum mana by 60 and reduce mana usage by 13% while also increasing mana damage. Now it increases mana usage by 20% and 40 decreased magic damage. And to give you perspective, right now my mythical magic dagger does 51 magic damage with this equipped. And shut up, please. Anyways, and see how fast it consumes mana. Golden Shower is even faster. Not Golden Shower, what am I talking about? Golden Shower is pretty fast at draining them out though. But Crystal Storm just drains it like a hell of a... Oh my... Just look at that. Meanwhile, with the mask, not only do I get 60 more mana, watch. Mythical Magic Dagger, 72 damage. That's a 21 magic damage increase. And then, look how little mana this takes up for the Crystal Storm. Yeah, but the thing is, the magic damage done to hurt extra nearby enemies isn't really that useful, I found out. The bonus with the hood is that damage done to enemies heals the player at the lowest health, which means if you're in single player, it heals you for, I think it's, I'd like to say 8% of the damage done. So if you do 80 damage to an enemy, you'll get 10 back as health, which is incredibly useful during boss fights. Because I beat the golem twice in a row for the first time ever using this. And then for accessories, first off, they're all warding because Magic Set is notorious for not having high defense. And Mana Flower, 8% reduced mana usage, automatically uses mana potions when needed, which was really good before the update, which places a buff that decreases magic damage for like 15 seconds if you use a mana potion, which I think is really stupid, but hell, what can I do about it? And then these two are pretty much the same, Sorcerer Emblem and Avenger Emblem, just 15% increased magic damage, 12% increased damage, which coupled together makes for a killer loadout. And then Warding Batwings, Flight, easy enough to explain. Then finally my last slot alternates between these three right here, Spectre Boots, Magic Cuffs, and right now Celestial Stone, which I just crafted. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, hopefully this ties you over for now, because I swear I'll have this top 10 done before 2015, hopefully. So I guess see you all later. Peace.